but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would have gave up.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. Breaks through the contact. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. A give, running right is Akers. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers.
And Owen caught it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shake.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll go with a keeper.
And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. A give up the middle to Akers.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That is incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
To throw on 2nd down. Sewell. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to it. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a give running left is Eckler. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Wagner. To the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw. Wagner. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they
get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Sewell. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On the return, Johnson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, Eckler. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wagner. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, Wagner. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Wagner escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Wagner. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressive.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good... He's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Wagner. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Wagner able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wagner. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a second and 10. Off the play fake, Wagner. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 16. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Eckler, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job trip.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Third down and 6. Looking to throw. Wagner. And he is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
To throw on second down. Sewell. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on first down. Sewell. That to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here. He's got a man complete. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, 53 yards. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Good footwork at the 30. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On the stop was Aaron Donald. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Wagner. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Eckler, they run left side. Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Lions are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Off the bootleg. Wagner. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Eckler is in for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Sewell. He completes it to Ridley.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 1st and 10. Sewell. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Akers.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Wagner. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Off the play fake. Wagner sliding out of the pocket. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that is incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next.